There are building codes like sprinkler systems to make buildings safer. Topeka Police would like to have similar ordinances that make buildings safer from crime. 27 News reporter Kent Wallace tells us about CPTED, which stands for Crime Prevention Through Environmental Design.
A week-long training is taking place to educate law enforcement personnel and neighborhood and community representatives about CPTED. The idea is to build or modify buildings and properties with crime prevention in mind. The president of the National Institute of Crime Prevention is conducting crime prevention through environmental design training to help Topeka improve buildings and properties in an effort to reduce crime.
What we look at is we look at standards under planning and zoning. For example, how many windows a building has, the amount of transparency for surveillance. We look at the width of the sidewalks to promote walkability, or looking at the concepts of eyes on the street to keep surveillance there.
Topeka Police say simple things like keeping properties maintained help deter crime.
It's called broken windows theory, and if someone, for example, leaves a window broken, it starts to give the impression that no one cares, no one's in charge, and no one's going to do anything if you break another window or if you commit some other crime. It kind of gives that perception that you can get away with stuff there and no one's in charge.
A member of the Tennessee Town Neighborhood Improvement Association is attending the training.
And we're actually in a at-risk area as defined by the HUD geographic maps. And so that means that we have a high incidence of situations in that area that we would like to reduce. And so the purpose of this class is to make that environment conducive to better living conditions.
Topeka Police hope to someday have ordinances like other cities to require CPTED practices for community buildings and properties.
And it is a trend that's starting where law enforcement who have to respond on the backside after the buildings have been built are getting a chance to have a say on the front end to try to make it a better environment in the first place.
About 30 people are attending this week's basic CPTED training. They include law enforcement from Topeka, Lawrence, and Kansas City, as well as neighborhood and community representatives. Kent Wallace, 27 News, Fox 43.
A 3-day advanced training in crime prevention through environmental design will be held next week.